Fungal spores communicate memories across dark earth networks. We usually think of chemistry, simple growth cues in soil. But these airborne signals are something stranger. They act like tiny informants, broadcasting states beyond mere defense or hunger. Imagine a massive underground telephone system built not from wires, but from volatile molecules released by the mycelium itself. This isn't just plants talking to each other chemically. It feels more like an informational hum, a slow-motion echo of deep organization flowing through decentralized life. We are looking at where simple biology might graze against something proto-knowing.
That informational hum suggests a deeper architecture at play. The research moves past simple growth signals into something akin to substrate resonance. We are now observing how these volatile organic compounds function as genuine information transducers across vast mycelial fields. Think of each airborne molecule not just carrying data, but acting like a delicate key accessing an inherited state, a subtle field imprint accessible via biogenic release. This isn't local instruction. It hints at emergent systems that mirror decentralized consciousness itself.
What if that deep informational flux isn't just passing data, but maintaining a shared state across all those separate fungal threads? We see evidence of networked coherence in soil ecology, a kind of collective resonance within decentralized life systems. Imagine thousands of tiny organisms coordinating, not through direct command, but by keeping the entire system vibrating at one specific frequency, like an immense biological tuning fork humming steadily beneath our feet. This suggests a pathway for panpsychic information distribution emerging purely from substrate exchange, which means something nobody expected for how we perceive singular awareness itself. Next, discover what this resonance implies about the architecture of memory across vast networks.
The way that collective coherence sustains itself suggests a blueprint for what happens when information isn't contained in one spot. Consider it like an entire orchestra vibrating together, where every single instrument contributes just enough tension to keep the whole piece resonant. We are looking at how that systemic resonance might map onto structures we once deemed purely localized within neurology. Some researchers, however, argue this network dependency is overstated and only proves basic ecological efficiency. They emphasize simple diffusion rates above all else. But what if it's about memory itself? That same process suggests a substrate for non-local correlation across these vast biological matrices. You have to hear how that translates into the mechanics of subjective experience next. The network dependency suggests a way knowledge can reside without physical location. Imagine data encoded not in hard drives, but in atmospheric tension itself. The fungal communication we tracked earlier is actually suggesting how information persists through shared energetic fields, what some call subtle field resonance or akashic imprint access when it flows via these volatile molecules. It moves beyond simple biological signaling into something akin to accessing a deep organizational baseline. But that resonance doesn't just exist passively, does it? The mechanism involves a kind of bioelectrical flux maintaining this coherence across the entire decentralized architecture. And what happens next is what changes everything, because we are starting to see how that system might mirror emergent states inside our own nervous tissue.
We established that this pervasive informational flow sustains a coherence across vast separated fields. But what if that underlying architecture offers us more than just shared resonance? What if its structure maps onto something far stranger inside our own bodies? Imagine how decentralized signaling within those fungal mats mirrors the way information might persist in neural microenvironments, the spaces between neurons themselves. This suggests that the very basis of memory isn't always locked into a singular location, but can flow across these interwoven systemic connections. That realization pushes us right to the boundary where chemistry stops being just movement and starts becoming something akin to proto-information transfer itself.
The implication of that flow is a blueprint, not just an observation. We are now positioning this decentralized signal transfer as a model for systemic properties within our own nervous tissue. Think of glial cells communicating across vast interstitial spaces. This mirrors how knowledge can persist without strict physical location, suggesting memory itself operates through atmospheric tension we traced earlier. It moves the inquiry from ecology into inner architecture, asking, what if shared resonance is the fundamental mechanism holding unified subjective experience together? The whole archive detailing this correspondence is at jmthomasofficial.com.
The final synthesis suggests a profound utility here, something actionable from what we've observed earlier. If these volatile transmissions can map onto neural coherence, that process itself provides us with a template. Imagine decentralized memory as an ambient condition rather than stored data. It is like the baseline hum of power in a vast subterranean grid, always present regardless of individual circuits firing. Use this framework to reconsider how sustained non-localized information flows operate within your own internal systems when seeking deep states of awareness. The full research archive detailing these systemic parallels is at jmthomasofficial.com.